Okay, so we're gonna do our makeup in like 10-15 minutes. It's 12:22. I don't have anywhere to go, but I want to do something with my face to not only finish off my hair video that I would have already posted, but also just something light on my skin. And I'm gonna show you guys this look. I'm pretty sure I've showed you this before, but this is something that gets the job done and I look super like good, but I don't really have much makeup going on my face. Let's go. We're gonna go into brows and we're using edge control from Eben, New York, and we're gonna smooth that into our brows. Okay, and now we're gonna seal in the brows. Just making sure that's good. We're gonna seal in the brows with some duo lash glue, and we're gonna go right on top of that edge control, and this is gonna seal those hairs into place and keep that laminated look. First, actually, before I do that, I will be priming. I do have to prime. I'm gonna be using my P. Louise primer today. You can use any primer of choice. I'm just using the Block O'Clock primer. It's just gonna help control those oils and smooth out my skin even more. I have a little bit of a breakout on my cheek here, so we're just concentrating this on the center and then bringing it outwards. Okay, so my concealer of choice that I'm going to be wearing is the Sephora Best Skin Ever. And I'm just going to apply this underneath my brow, just a little bit, not a lot. And I'm using the shade 29Y. We're just going to go under our brow and just highlight underneath. Okay. Now we're going to take our brush and we're going to buff this concealer out. Now I'm just going to go in with my ABH brow pen and I'm just going to quickly fill in the areas of my brow that's a bit sparse. So now I'm just taking my Makeup Revolution. This is their Super Hold Misting Spray. I use this the same way that I would use Fix Plus, but it's just the matte version, in my opinion, in comparison. Fix Plus is a bit more hydrating. So I like to use this as it's getting warmer, and if I'm using a foundation or complexion products that's a little bit more on the radiant side. So I'm going to take some and mist it on my foundation brush. And I'm going to be using the Fenty Eavesdrop Lit Foundation. I do 3 lines on each side, and then I'll go in and add where I need to after I've blended out the initial amount. This foundation is light to medium build, I feel like. It evens out my complexion without it being too much at all. So I still want my skin to poke through. I just want to even out my skin a little bit. The reason why I ended up coming up with this look was because I was going on a date and it was like a last minute, date night decision. We weren't going to any restaurant that was like super upscale or anything like that. So I just didn't want to do too much. And so this is what I ended up using in terms of my foundation and how I did my makeup. So in terms of foundation, that's it. That is all. I feel like my skin still looks like my skin. Like there's really not much of a difference. And then we're just going to conceal. So I do use concealer. And I'm going to do a little bit around my mouth and on my chin, not really on my forehead. I'm going to let that sit a little bit. And I'm going to also apply some concealer to my lids. Just a little bit to make sure that they're evened out. And I'm going to blend out the concealer on my lid first while the concealer on my face is kind of setting in a bit to aid in coverage. I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to take the Micro Smooth powder from Sephora in the shade 56 Mahogany. And I'm going to set my lid and under my brow bone. Now I'm going to go in and blend out that concealer with my brush. just blending out the rest of that concealer. Okay, that's good. Okay, and now I'm going to take the same Micro Smooth powder and I'm going to lightly set under my eye with that. I'm not going for like a super bright under eye. I just want something that's just subtle. And I'm going to go in with my powder brush, my big powder brush, and I'm going to use my Fenty Pro Filter foundation powder, and I'm going to lightly set and press that into the rest of my face. Then we're going to take the Micro Smooth powder again and go over my skin again. Go in with my next product and final product essentially on my face other than my setting spray. I'm going to mist my face with this mister. Take my bronzer brush, or if I can find it, and I'm going to be using the Absolute New York bronzer. And this is all that I'm going to use to add some warmth and sculpt back in my face. And I'm going to use a little bit on my eyes today. So yeah, it has a little bit of shimmer and I just think it does its job in terms of adding back the warmth. I'm not going to be contouring. I'm not going to be blushing. None of that. Just this bronzer. And so you can see that. See on one side of my face, I don't do it on my jawline. I just concentrate it here. So see how this side of my face, it already looks so much better, warmer, a little bit more dimensional. That's what I do. Okay. And then the same brush that I use to set under my brow and everything, I'm just going to take some of the bronzer and just concentrate it very lightly on my lid. Now we're just going to pop on mascara. You can use whatever mascara you want. I'm using Morphe mascara. And usually with this look, the reason why I don't wear lashes, which you can, is because I end up putting my glasses on anyways when I do a look like this. So I feel like there's no point in me putting on falsies if I'm going to put on my glasses. So, but I'm not going anywhere. So I don't feel like putting on a false eyelashes. I'm just going to put on a little bit of mascara. The picture that I put up somewhere in the video, I think I used like Richie and Hot Chocolate Fenty Gloss. But today I feel like wearing Spite by MAC. I'm going to be using this it's actually an eyeliner from NK Makeup, but in dark brown, so I'm using it as a lip liner. Okay, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, I feel like this is a super simple, and I would say this is a beginner, easy makeup, or just a simple makeup that you want to do when you're quickly going somewhere, like running an errand or going on a date like I did it for, but super beginner friendly because it doesn't require too much product, in my opinion, and too much technicality with things in terms of like contouring and highlighting and all that stuff, right? Which is fun. And of course, if you want to learn, I have plenty of tutorials where I showcase how I do those things. But I just feel like this is really simple. If you're young as well and you're just kind of getting into makeup, like this is really simple. Like, it doesn't really look like much, you know, you're not wearing lashes, you're not wearing extravagant eyeshadow, but you still look like put together. And, you know, when I was younger, even though you're young, you're a teenager, whatever the case may be, you still kind of want to, you know, start to learn things where you're putting yourself together. It comes with the process, right? So this is definitely, you know, teenage friendly makeup as well, I would say, because again, there's not much going on. So you could also, if you're younger, you could skip on the lip liner and just maybe do a light tinted gloss or a clear lip gloss, and it will still look super cute. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, learned a little bit something new, and I will talk to you guys in another one very soon. Bye, loves.